site. I'm an arborist, and I've done a lot of work here at the Taos Land Trust property, working with students and learning as much as we could about what's going on the land. And this is part of just preparing for restoration work, because we need to find out what's going on currently before we can engage in any restoration efforts. So this past summer, 2017, we did some mapping of the property, and we did this with Taos High School students, interns, and me and 4 students walked all over the property. So this is the whole boundary of the property, and we see that's the Rio Fernando River running right through it here. This is the acequia right behind us over here. And so we walked all over. All the dots are trees that we found, and then each of the different colors represents a different type of vegetation. And it was very rough scale, but we really wanted to get a sense of what was going on here vegetation-wise. And so in general, there's quite a bit of invasive species, and that's going to be a major effort of the restoration here. So today we're going to walk around and explore some of these zones a little bit more. That joins the main trachea, and this travels along this top edge of this bench of land and goes around, and then it circles off to the left through the thicket. We'll cross it again. And so this is the original acequia that watered this field and possibly the field below it. The intent is to bring this all back to life.
And I am part of the Taos Land Trust staff. I'm the associate director and mostly work on fundraising, and also I'm doing the project management for the Rio Fernando Park. So we're really at the beginning of a process, and we got a significant grant from the National Recreation and Parks Association that allows us to start this work. What we're trying to do, this is 20 acres, there's 7 acres that is wetland down here and the riparian area along the Rio Fernando, and then there's 13 acres that is kind of old agricultural land that's been defunct. So we basically took this abandoned property that really hasn't been used in at least 25 years, probably 30 years, and are trying to figure out how to maintain some of the Taos's priorities. So those are water quality and quantity, natural resource or natural habitat for animals and critters, agricultural tradition in Taos, and also recreation to nature. So those are kind of our 4 main things that we're trying to make come alive, and we're doing it through a really community involved process. So today we invited the public out here to just get on the land, get on the 20 acres and see what's out here, start to understand what's here and tell us what they want. So this current state really is information gathering. So this will be a year-long process. So next fall we'll have a master plan, but next summer we'll start working with ecological group to work on the wetlands. So there's a lot of invasive species. There's Russian olives, there's teasel, there's not so much elms down here. So we're going to try and figure out how to balance to increase the functionality of that wetland.
My name is Kenny O'Memer, and I'm a student intern at the Taos Land Trust. Right now, I'm working on doing just the general state documentation. So I've been taking pictures around the property at certain points, and I've been mapping the acequia, and so we're doing like a before and after pictures. We're gonna kind of do like annual photos to see the change. I'm also doing soils testing with Taos High School's Envirothon Club, and we're gonna be giving that data to the Land Trust so they can see the change over time and kind of see what they need to do to get rid of the weeds and make the soil healthier. And I'm doing some other things too, but that's the general. Okay.
Bigger than the...
Wow. Yeah, they're pretty big. There's even, by the shed, by the main house, there's an even bigger one. I haven't never seen it bear fruit. It's not getting any water, but it's surviving out here in the middle of a, you know,
Thank you.